You too. Our focus is still on the education sector. The Ogun State Government has suspended the principals of the Ilugun High School, Abeokuta Junior and Senior Schools, pending the conclusion of investigations. A viral video circulated on social media showed groups of students beating up a teacher and throwing stones at classroom windows until the glass shattered. The students were said to be protesting the death of one of them who was allegedly roaming around during the school hours and was trying to evade arrest by the officials of the Ogun State Security Network, and he eventually jumped into a river where he drowned and died. Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology in Ogun State, Adeyemi Arigbabu, says preliminary investigations showed the young man who lost his life could not be confirmed as a bona fide student of the school. And he also mentioned that the boy was identified by 3 different names, and none of the names appear in the official state education database, which authenticates all school enrollments. I was speaking with the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology in Ogun State, Adeyemi Arigbabu, in a moment. But first, let's take a break. When we come back from that break, we'll have that conversation and bring you other stories. Thanks for staying with us on TVC News at 10. Let's talk about happenings in Ogun State in the education sector. Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology there, Adeyemi Arigbabu, joins me live. Good to have you join us at this time. Why exactly were the principals of Ilugun High School suspended, and how long is the suspension meant to last?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The principals of the school were suspended because of the incident that happened, because we felt that there is a bit of improper administration on the part of the 2 principals. Investigation is going on, it's ongoing. So until we conclude the investigation, they will remain on suspension. So I will not be able to tell you when exactly it will actually terminate. To be until the end of the investigation. But the investigation has to be done as fast as possible. It's ongoing now, but they will remain suspended until the end of the investigation.
All right, you spoke about improper administration. You know, it's on record you believe there is a likelihood of an illegal enrollment, in addition to discovery that the principal of the junior high school had been involved in the collection of illegal fees. What more can you tell us about these allegations at this time?
Yes, you see in Ogun State, we are probably one of the few states that have been able to totally digitalize the education sector. Because of that, all learners in our schools have what we call the learner identification number, which is unique to every learner. So if you have any learner in any public school in Ogun State and in any approved private school, that learner will have his record fully on what we call the digital platform for education revitalization. So that platform, the names that were given for the young man, 3 names were given. It said Babalola, Mayomide. There was another name, Salako Jimo, and another one, Afolabi Babalola. You know, all these names, we didn't find any of our learners with that name, those names. However, if we have that type of situation, probably there was something under the table, maybe sort of a illegal admission in the school. Well, we have not confirmed that. So, because if that particular young man was seen as a student in the school, you know, anybody seeing the young man in uniform or so on, not know whether the student is actually legal or not legal. And that's why we talk about maladministration. But irrespective of whether the young man is a learner in the school or not, it's still an unfortunate incident that shouldn't have happened if the situation didn't go the way it went.
All right, now I'm going to ask you this next question, and it's 2 in 1. One is that, have you had any interactions just yet with the parent or guardians of this student who allegedly was being chased, drowned, and then died? And secondly, what is the Ogun State government doing to ensure discipline in our schools and both respect for teaching staff?
Well, for us, the because of a number of things that we have put in place, we've been able to put our school in proper shape and also ensure discipline in our schools. Like I told you, because we use technology, we're able to identify everybody, and because there's no hiding place for everybody, whether teachers or learners, we have every record, and attendance are also marked digitally. You see, if principals should play according to the rules, definitely we won't have this type of thing. We have a few cases of people who will not do things the way it should be done, and that's what has led to this present situation, and that's why we have actually suspended the principal. You see, we continue to monitor, we continue to enforce monitoring of, and then strengthen the monitoring in our schools through the digital platform that we are using, which actually, because it's not something that is done by humans, not anybody, and we use that to block all forms of malpractices, and that's why we're able to quickly identify this particular situation. And then also, of course, there is zero tolerance for illegal collection of fees.
All right, Mr. Arigbabu, we really do need to go now. I had also asked about whether you were in talks with the family, but then we can't take that just at the moment.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for the clarification. Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology in Ogun State, Adeyemi Arigbabu. Thank you for your time on TVC News at 10.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yeah.
Away from that,